Are you a lazy artist? Because I am. Sometimes. I'm trying to get better, but are you a lazy artist too? I've actually gotten pretty better in the past year because of this whole quarantine thing. So I wanted to give you guys the information that I now know to be a better artist, to be more productive and stop being so lazy. Now, real quick, let's just list off all of the characteristics of a lazy artist. If you have these, continue watching so you can see how you can better yourself and eliminate some of these bad habits. Now, I struggled with progression in my art because I wanted to do everything creative under the sun but mastered nothing. I was a graphic designer, I was an illustrator, I did a children's book, I made logos for people's businesses, I painted murals in different establishments, I was a photographer. Did I say that already? I don't know. And I made a lip gloss and jewelry business, and I continued trying to pursue my art. I threw events monthly, and I just mastered nothing. Nothing really stuck because I didn't stick to it. So yeah, that was my struggle. And they were all really good ideas. They were all potentially successful ideas. But again, I was spreading my time too thin and I wasn't pouring myself into just one idea. So last year, I decided I'm gonna focus on just art. And it's the best decision I could have made because I feel as though I was naturally gifted in that area. Now let's talk about the good habits that can help you if you are struggling the same way I did with the same problems. I switched up the background a little bit. I just turned so you can see more of my blue curtains. Anyways, let's talk about the good habits that helped me that can possibly help you if you struggle with the same issues I did. So the first thing is we're gonna write down one goal and we're gonna use the 1-3-5 method. And this stands for writing down one goal that you're going to achieve, 3 reasons why you're going to achieve it, and the 5 actions you'll take to achieve that goal. The 5 actions that you'll take will be your milestones, and this will help you to track and visually see your progress as you continue to reach your goal. Number 2 is to schedule your time around that goal. But remember, keep your schedule simple because, again, we aren't lazy. With having a creative goal, new habits need to take place, such as setting aside time to work on a project or to learn new techniques. So keep in mind that your day-to-day schedule should be simplified, even if that means you need to eliminate certain tasks or certain parts of your day that may not serve you or your goal. Prioritize your time in a way that makes it possible to work on your craft even just a little bit. It could be you on your lunch break, or you could set aside a day of the week where it's just you and your art utensils. When you schedule that time, make it super specific. Like on Tuesdays and Thursdays, after my 4 p.m. class, I'm gonna sit in my room and draw for 3 hours. The more specific you get with your tasks, the better you will be at managing your time and the better you will be at sticking to your own word. Number 4 is to create a digital vision board that you can put on your phone or on your computer. I like to design on canva.com. It's super easy, it's user-friendly, and they already have templates made out for you, so I suggest making something on Canva that will visually remind you on your phone or some device that you look at every single day. Doing this will help you, encourage you, and motivate you to keep going and keep striving to reach your goals. I know it's super helpful for me because I am too lazy to print, cut, and glue pictures onto an actual board. Number 5 is to draw in your sketchbook for 5 minutes a day. My glasses are crooked. This is an exercise that all artists should practice. Sketchbooks have been romanticized into this book that is just aesthetically pleasing with perfect art, when it should be the complete opposite. Sketchbook should be considered a trash can where you can just dump all of your bad ideas. And because of this perfect standard we've given it, it's discouraged us from even picking up the sketchbook. So the thing I suggest you doing is try to pick it up and draw in it for at least 5 minutes. Don't focus on what you're drawing, just draw. It could be the chair in front of you, it could be the cat outside. Draw something and just focus on the fact that you need to get it done in 5 minutes. And this is important even if you're like a sculptor or a painter because it brings back the basics and it reminds us of what we learned in school or what we've taught ourselves. But at the end of the day, it's just something about putting pencil to paper or pen to paper. Speaking of 5 minutes, number 6 is the 5-minute rule. When you're lazy and you need to work on a project, set a timer for 5 minutes. Tell yourself you're going to work on it for 5 minutes and then you can stop. After the 5 minutes are up, you're most likely going to continue creating because you set up all of your materials, you got your mind in the zone, so you might as well continue, right? You're tricking yourself into being productive. So even if you don't want to keep going, at least you worked 5 minutes, bro. Like, it's something. Number 7 is prioritizing your time. So if you've gotten this far in the video and you're still telling yourself, I don't have time to paint or draw or create, period, that's cap. You're just convincing yourself and you're telling billions of cells in your body that you can't do something. That's not okay. You have time. If you have time to eat, if you have time to look at your phone, if you have time to be on social media, period, you have time to be creating. The question is, are you passionate about your art? Do you really want to do it? Do you really? How important is art to you? How bad do you want it? Prioritize your time in a way that makes it possible to work on your craft. Time spent on your craft is actually time spent on yourself. So in a way, this is self-care, bro. And it's really not healthy to not spend time on yourself. You need to pour into yourself before you can pour into others or into other things. Number 8 is to brain dump all of your ideas. A brain dump is literally writing out every single thought, idea, or project you want to work on in the future. After you do this, next to each idea that you want to keep, write down how long you think each one will take to complete. Now pick out an idea and plan out which days you want to work on it and how long you're going to spend on it every single day. Then pick another idea and repeat the process. You can do this for as many projects as you want. But I suggest doing this for the next 2 weeks. This way you are way more likely to have a more organized production day because you wrote down those actions to achieve that art goal, and I'm proud of you. Number 9 is to have an accountability partner. Now this can be super helpful because you have someone breathing down your neck to see how much progress you're making. And you can even make it interesting and put something on the line like, if you don't finish a project by next Friday, you gotta pay them $50. Sometimes it's hard to be accountable for ourselves because telling ourselves excuses can be really easy, and it's more painful to tell someone you didn't finish something because of some wild excuse. It's just, you're gonna feel guilty, you're gonna feel bad, and that is gonna drive you and motivate you to get that project done, to avoid that bad feeling. It's the most effective way to produce more art because you don't want to face those consequences. This is why coaching and mentoring is so effective, because you constantly have a person checking on your progress. Number 10 is to take care of your health so that you have energy. Now I struggled, and I still sometimes do, with having no energy or enthusiasm to work on my art. Like, no amount of motivational videos or pep talk from friends could get me to feel fired up and passionate about creating. But I still loved my art. I still loved making art. I was just so unhealthy that I couldn't get my mind in that state of just inspiration and the passion that I need, that I have already, but it's buried under all that fat and all that junk food that I was eating. I was always tired. I always ate terrible foods. And again, I still struggle with it sometimes. But lately I've been working on correcting my food intake and drinking more water and exercising. And this has been helpful. So sometimes it may not just be you. It may not be art block. It may not be that you're uninspired. It may just be that you are unhealthy and you're a potato. You're a couch potato and you need to become some broccoli or a carrot. If you have this struggle, reflect on your lifestyle and see where you can improve. You can't take care of your art if you don't take care of yourself. So that is it. That is all. That is everything that I've been working on the past year that has improved my art and my production and has gotten me into a more consistent way of creating. Now, I hope these things were helpful and I hope you guys implement them into your day-to-day life. Yeah, I don't want to go another year being a lazy artist. I want to produce artwork consistently, and these habits definitely help me. Let me know if you tried them and if they helped you as well. I'm actually interested in seeing who is going to implement these things into their lifestyle because I want to see the progress. I want to see what you created. I want to see, how you bettered yourself, how happy you've gotten. You gotta be happy. You gotta create happy little trees like Bob Ross. So that's it for this video. If you're interested in purchasing a print of my artwork, you can check it out at KylieCreative.com. Make sure to follow me or check out whatever I post on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, on TikTok. Everything is Kylie Creative. Thank you for watching, and let's stay productive, guys.